Within the 4 years of Special Delivery's lifetime, there's bound to be several stuff left in the game files. They can go from unused UI or even some textures for unreleased animatronics. And in today's video we'll be going through all of those things left in the files of FNAF AR. This is FNAF AR'S Lost Media. Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video. Before we go into the actual video, I want to make some announcements. First of all, I'm sorry for the fewer videos. As I stated before, I'm currently on my last year of high school and I won't have enough time to record videos. Second announcement, remember the extra delivery server I told you all about a couple of videos ago? Well, it got deleted. Yeah, don't ask me how that happened because I'm as clueless as you are. But not to worry. There's a new server you can all join, link in the description. Third one, thank you all for 7,000 subscribers. I'm so happy to have an amazing community like you all. Seriously, thank you all so much for the support. As always, here is my Discord if anyone wants to add me, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you don't want to miss any future uploads. Without anything else to say, let's get into the actual video. I know what y'all came here for, all the unused characters assets. But before that, let's look at some unused promotional images. Let's start with all these images. As we can see, they are the base animatronics. They are holding their respective party pack with balloons on the background. They have never been used before, so my guess is that they were gonna be used for the shop, perhaps on this thingy. My personal favorite is the one with Balloon Boy. Just look at the little fella, he looks so happy. Also there's these banners with the animatronics and a lure next to them. They also go unused and they probably were planned for this thingy as well. And since we are in the topics of unused banners or promotional images, as many of you know, Lefty was planned to be added to the game alongside the base game animatronics. And as part of these promotional images, there was also one made for Lefty. There's also one for Toy Bunny. Here's something interesting. Plush Trap was also planned to be in the base game alongside Lefty and Funtime Freddy. And Plush Trap was the one that was nearly completed, as you can see some early assets for him, like this plush suit icon. It looks much more different. The beta one looks much more pale and the used one looks more colorful. Now moving on to an actual unreleased character, Lefty was never released and you can't still find some assets for him on the files, like the icon and profile icon, although this one was indeed used but not in an intended way. When Toy Bunny was permanently released, some profile icons also released, including Toy Freddy's.
Hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
This isn't Toy Freddy. So Mix accidentally released an unused profile icon, and minutes later they removed it never to be used again. There's also the textures for Lefty, lures, the CPU icon and the map icon, plus his unused workshop animation, and jump scare animation. And finally, for unreleased animatronics, there were actually a lot more characters planned for release, like Endo 2, Nightmare Freddy, Bunny, Chica, Foxy, Nightmarian and Scrap Baby, alongside the number of streaks to get them to appear. Now let's move to something that caught my attention when it was first leaked. There were plans for a subscription service, or some VIP subscription. And you can see that by the promotional image, and the icon that would be used similar to the gift boxes icons, or the daily challenges, and some UI that would have been used. We don't know how this subscription service would have worked, but if I have to guess, it was probably something like the Pass Royale from Clash Royale, where you pay for some premium rewards, and the more you play, the more rewards you get. Some rewards would have been remnants, lures, devices and a shitload of coins. While the concept was a good idea, the implementation probably would have been disappointing. There are also quite a lot of unreleased emails, for example some story-based emails. I'm too lazy to read them, so I'll give you some time to read them. or you can pause the video if you want to take a look at them. As well as some emails that summarized, decline you on subscribing to a service that could possibly be the Eternal package, as well as some emails updating you of some changes to the service you were subscribed. As well as this strange set of emails named, Parts Complained. What this is, I have no idea. I would love to see your theories down in the comments. Now, there's also 2 unused mechanics. We only have the description of what the mechanics could have been, but the descriptions are extremely self-explanatory. First is this game mechanic called patrolling. Now the description says that it was a PvP type of mode where you sent your animatronics to go and attack your friends. It says that there were mods for this game mode that proves its existence. And the more interesting one, the crafting system. This was a mechanic that would allow you to craft a CPU in a suit, based on the components you had in your inventory. This would have replaced the grind for the whole suit or CPU and would made you go on a scavenger hunt for the parts. Here is all of the parts required for crafting a suit and a CPU. Thankfully this mechanic wasn't implemented, because it would have made grinding for items much more harder, but it would have certainly been interesting to see. Now let's look at some miscellaneous stuff like some unused UI, art or UI that was once used but it's now lost. First is this early and unused image of the flashlight. This one is actually used for the promotional images of the game, and as we know, it's not used, as this is the one that is used when activating the flashlight. Then we have an early icon for the remnant. This one looks like a spiral instead of the more detailed version that we have now. Then we have this glitchy danger icon and the normal danger icon. The glitchy version looks like an early version of the one that was used, and this danger icon is now unused. It was used when an animatronic was about to attack you, and as we know, this feature is now removed. We also have this face that looks kinda disturbed. It's a strange facial expression. To me it looks like an early version of the icon that symbolizes an animatronic sent by a friend. But the name of the file listed as a map status malfunction, so I don't exactly understand its purpose. Next is this early version of the store icon. This one actually resembles a store instead of the simplistic shopping cart icon used, and this icon named Warehouse. Maybe that was the name for the workshop before the release. There's also a much more simplistic camera design. Here we can see that it is completely colored, instead of the used one that only has outlines. Now, this is a strange one. There's an unused and scrapped device called Super Shocker. There's only the image of the device, but if I had to guess, it would have worked similar to the Super Shocker buff. Also this strange art that has an extra battery. Weirdly enough, there's this coins named Temple AP. I don't think these were the early versions of the coins used. They look so out of place. Moving to some store stuff, there's this unused image of some coins. These would have probably been used as another one of those offers, but it probably got scrapped. Next, these images showing 3 packages for devices. Maybe it would have been used for the 3 extra batteries offer. Then we have a really interesting image. This one shows a Foxy Party Pack and a Freddy Party Pack. This shows that there were plans for selling 2 party packs at the same time for a special offer, similar to the Toy Chica and Freddy Frostbear pack. And finally, for the shop, there's this early logo for the shop. It looks way too detailed for it to be used in the game. And finally, these aren't unused, but I thought y'all wanted to check them out because you normally don't see them like this. Here is a better look at all the mod icons. It's also my first time seeing them without them being on a mod. And this marks the end of the video. So we've come to the end of this short video. I hope I enlightened y'all with this missing stuff. If I did, then my job is done. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you did, like and subscribe. See you all later, gamers. Peace.